Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and we are back today with episode 10 of the Banner Saga. I'm leaving off exactly where I left off last time, so let's just jump right in here and talk to the people that we've got to talk to here. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. Yeah, I can't talk today. On the other hand, I've got a sword in my back. Oddleaf thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Alright, and over here. Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Eagle. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us, and it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What did you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when you married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into, over time, he never cared. And I gave up, and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened, but when I attacked you in Frostfeller, guess I'll say it wasn't my idea. You're welcome to stay with us. Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. You consider what to say. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Echo steps away from the camp. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe I'll go over to the hero's tent. I mean, we could use probably a day at least of rest. I'm going to level him up. And I think level Hogan up as well, since I seem to be using both of them a lot. Oh yeah, and I should not forget, excuse me, that they each have 2 points to spend because of that. Whoa! I didn't realize that it never let me spend. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I wish I had realized that earlier, that I could spend Ivan's points. Guess I might as well put that there. I think he's the only one that can use it anyways. Now I guess Ivor can. What does Ivor have? I don't think Ivor has anything, so what does this do? +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower. Oh good, and I can have Alette back in. What is Alette using? Protects from death and less strength is 1. Okay, well I think I'd rather she had that. I'd rather that went to Ivor, honestly. Yeah, let's do that. That looks pretty good to me. And I think with that we will rest one day and then get out of here. The resting was just so that half of my team wasn't, like, injured. So then we will head off on our journey here and continue going. Of course, we have no supplies, so we are going to be losing clansmen and fighters and Varl every day, which is unfortunate, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Up ahead, a scout shouts, "Some giant hall, but it's empty." You approach the structure, but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath a roof, you overhear several families begin unpacking. Let's see. Look for clues about why it was abandoned. Whoever left here may have had a good reason. Excuse me. You tell the caravan, but after a few tiring hours of searching for clues, you have no answers. The frustration of the wasted time is apparent on the clansmen's faces. I guess we'll sleep in the hall. Cheers erupt as people flood into the building. A Varl leans against a supporting pillar. It cracks and brings down a portion of the massive roof, crushing a number of clansmen beneath it. Sadly, the rubble is too deep to recover their bodies, and you leave the building behind with regret. Great. Yeah, that was just wonderful. Should have known that something like that would happen. Alright, well it looks like we've got a little camp here. Are we going to stop there? Or are we just going right on past it? Okay, good. We are stopping here. Hopefully there will be a market where I can get some more supplies. There is indeed. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Okay. Oh, so nice. That's like the best that we've had for a long time. And with that, I think I will rest for a day, and then we'll get out of here. I mean, at least I've got supplies now, so things will be a bit better. At least we won't be losing people for the next 6 days or so. Oh, it could be better. I mean, we've been in a tough spot for a few episodes here. I'm kind of hoping that pretty soon we change over to the other party, because at least that party is not doing so bad. It looks like we've got a godstone up ahead. More supplies missing, the woman by a wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here they look like right here they look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks. No telling how many. Let's see. Round up and question the children. Your clansmen are on edge as you question the children. None of them seem to know anything about the food, but you manage to scare them more than you intended. 2 brothers in particular are left on the verge of crying. Great. So not only did we lose all the supplies we just bought, but our morale is down to poor again. I'm starting to think it's just like a waste even buying the supplies anymore. A gaunt man and woman approach the caravan, hands held high. A word, friends, the man says. We are poor farmers down on our luck. The woman hits him and says, "We're outlaws, plain and simple. 10 of us, and we'll help you in a fight for some food up front." What are your crimes? Misunderstandings, the man says. Meat houses are confusing. Never know when you've drank your share. The woman hits him again and says, "We've stolen, killed a few when we had to. Skills that might benefit you out here. Join us, but you'll be watched." The 2 quickly shuffle to a supply wagon as 8 more bandits emerge from the wilderness. They gorge themselves on salted fish and cheese, taking time to thank everyone. After eating, they politely keep to themselves. Ugh, so now we are entirely out of supplies, but I figured it didn't matter because we'd be out of supplies soon anyways. And here we should be at another godstone, it looks like. I really love these scenes. I don't know what it is, but these godstone scenes might be some of my favorite in the game. I think it's just because You know, like I was saying last episode, just the amount of detail that was put into these scenes in particular, as far as the art goes, as well as the fact that each one has a different music cue, and they're all really, really beautiful. So, let's see what information we get about this godstone. I do like also that they tell you a bit about each godstone. The imposing godstone of Bjorulf, I don't know how to say that one. Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Let's join the merrymakers. You accept the mead being offered to you and settle in to enjoy one of the few times you felt good since leaving Skoger. Somehow, despite everything that's happened, you're able to let it go for a short while. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Well, alright. That was a nice little moment there. So I wonder if I had chosen to collect berries instead, if we would have gotten more supplies. Alright, well here's Rainovic. Thieving bastards, you awaken to hear. The small band of outlaws who had previously joined the caravan made off with a substantial number of supplies while everyone slept, a watchman tells you. Why in the depths were they allowed to join us to begin with? Well, no big deal, because we didn't have any supplies, so joke's on them.
Rainovic is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town, though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Oh, go figure. You mean we're gonna get to a place and find out that, it's just been destroyed? Rainovic comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Beauregard, try to hurry past but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleaf up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. I'm gonna rush to help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey, shouts Varl, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me? He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Scarlet feather, huh? Alright, well, we definitely want Ivor in here. We definitely want Rook and Ivan, Alette, and we'll go with Hogan. Sorry, Mogan. Not that it matters. I think I've used them equally, and they've probably gotten about an equal number of kills, so it really doesn't affect anything. But let's see how this goes. At least we're gonna have another big Varl with us in our party. That'll definitely make things go a little smoother, I think. Let's do that. Get Alette right up tucked in there. You there, Ivan there, and we'll have Rook over here, ready. Okay, what move does he? Oh, Tempest, perfect. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do here is head up here and attack some armor. And this is a battle where if I get lucky, I could really, really make use of the move that Ivan has. But like I said, a lot of that is going to come down to being lucky in how these guys position themselves. Okay, so this is Rook's turn. Let's see. He's going to do this. Nice. Alright, so I wonder, can I do arc lightning? Oh no, okay, so I need to be a fair amount up here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here. Hopefully not get attacked here next turn. Okay, so yes, I can reach him. That's perfect. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, that was pretty good. That did some decent work there. It's probably about as good as I could have hoped for, honestly. Alright. Do this and knock some armor out here. And then we should be set to really start doing some damage here, which was obviously the goal. Okay, nice. And I mean, as long as Ivan can survive another turn, they're doing me a lot of good by grouping themselves in the way that they are. Because I can potentially get quite the chain effect going here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's head over here. Go and attack this guy. Nice, I can just go ahead and take him out. Pretty much exactly what I wanted. Alright. Now here is the tricky question. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I haven't lost a battle yet, so I mean the worst thing that happens is this like severely backfires, right? And kills like a bunch of my people. Let's find out. Oh, it only attacked him. Well, that was not worth what I put in there, but whatever. Holy mackerel. Go Alette. Yeah. That is what we're talking about. I didn't realize that Alette would do that much damage. That was great. Because if she did that much damage there, she'll probably do that much damage against this guy as well. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to attack him. And I'm going to find out next turn with Alette if I'm correct in what I'm thinking here. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Okay, sorry Mogan. Or Hogan. And Rook. Sorry, Rook. Shoot, I wasn't thinking about that. Yep, perfect. Man, Alette is like knocking it out of the park this time. That's great. I mean, a lot of it's probably on account of the added strength that she's got. go over here. And let's see here. Guess we'll do this. Go for armor. Oh, I guess I should have used some of my willpower that I've got here. So that I could have done a little better. But it's all good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move you over here, maybe. Let's see how your attacking does. So I can do 2 there. I guess I'll just go for his armor, because I can take out a fair chunk of it. Okay, Rook is almost out. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, I guess I'll go for that. Yeah, that was unfortunate. So he is almost done. Yep, he's gonna go try and raise some defense. But I should be able to finish him off before he really gets a chance to do that. Wow. Really? Alright, well, I guess I'll just take out the rest of his armor. Okay, so that's not very good. I'm gonna move over here. Oh, and I can't do arc lightning. Okay. So let's do some armor. Got a let going for us next turn. Rook is done for. Holy cow, that's no good. Alright, he's down. So this is like a strange combination that I've got here. This is not typically what I would expect to have as my party nearing the end of a battle. But it's what we got, so let's see if we can make it through here. Okay. Just about finished that guy off. Yeah, I mean, luckily, the party that I've got left has a lot of their armor and strength left still, so you know, they're having to do quite a lot just to try and break through our defenses here. I'm going to kind of go for the ranged guys just a bit. But we quickly turn that around, so the rest now should be fairly trivial. So do that. Then, yeah, so can't do that. That's fine. This turn will finish this off, and somehow, miraculously, we actually made it through that. So it was a little tight, and it was a strange assortment of characters I had at the end there, but we did it. So let's see what we got for renown. Nice, another 11. Alright, so we've got Sigbjorn. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a Varl this far south, or this drunk. I could see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall, looking on with uneasiness. Who are you people? No, they're friends. They've made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What is wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drinks. The best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass, remember that part. If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Anyone here is welcome to join us. The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality mead and help you haul them back to the caravan. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Well, heck yeah, we got some supplies finally. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan, Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Boasgard. Plus, he's like a beast. He's already level 5, so we got kind of another Ivan situation where we just get someone who's already a really high level, and I'm down with that. Pretty much no problems with that at all. Ugh, what did I do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. I'm gonna help him recover. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together for the moaning Varl. When one offers thin mead, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you. I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring these casks from Reykjavik back to Boasgard. I drank maybe half by accident. Point is, Sigbjorn continues, you don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the mead you got there, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to travel. Excuse me. Alright. Goodness. So, now we are on our way to Boasgard, of course. And hopefully we don't have too many more problems. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This Varl killed my father without reason." The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Let us hear what the Varl has to say. The Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied, now he's dead." "Lies?" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward?" The men wildly attack the Varl, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep up. I'm going to defend the Varl. Ivor, you say, we could use any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we? He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns towards you. Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl. He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. Cool. So as weird as it is to say, this may be like the best situation we've been in quite a while. Which is kind of sad because we still barely have any supplies. The boy has gone missing from the caravan along with a good number of supplies. The boy's younger brother begins to sob. Some men in the woods made us. Said we had to give them food or they'd kill us. And don't tell nobody. My brother went over there, he points. Let's lead a search party. Several clansmen join you in the direction of the younger boy pointed. You find frantic tracks and eventually the boy's cold body dead in the snow. They said to tell nobody, one of the scouts recalls, heartless bastards. Well, that's unfortunate. But at least we are just about at Boasgard.
As we pass steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boasgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Alright, well, let's see what Boasgard brings. Oh, and we are in Chapter 7. I believe this is actually the final chapter of the game, so something tells me that we're probably going to be done with this by the end of the week. Finally, you arrive at Boasgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions and are littered with the bodies of dredge, Varl, and men. "Excuse the mess," shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy a striking Varl, his face wreathed in matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors, without luck. "Let us in," you shout. Sigbjorn pushes past. "I won't be hearing the end of this for a while," he says before yelling. "Open up, Bulwark. They dug me out of Reykjavik." You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the doors creak. A dozen armed men, led by the massive Varl, make quick work of the dredge and usher you into the city. Well, thank goodness. You may be interested to know they brought a mender. You didn't go get a mender? Where's the mead? You didn't go to get a mender. Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. I guess the mender will do. Either we've got a chance now, or we're completely screwed. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways, some as far as Skoger. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. Mender, come along. We're going to see the governor. Ulrich and Sigbjorn leave with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Fane, this is just like Frostfeller and all over again. This is nothing like Frostfeller. The one in bearskin is probably leading the ravens. Ravens? Is that good or bad? Depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Eyvind to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Eyvind. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought, who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Beauregard, so what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the Ravens left all they've got. The Ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. Alright, so we've got the docks, the market, and of course our hero's tent. Let's go check out our hero's tent first of all. Guess we will bring Mogan back in here. Ooh, man, it's gonna cost 20, but I think it's worth it. And of course that's all we can afford, but that's quite alright, in my opinion. We'll go to our market just to see what's going on. Wow, one renown gets 1. That's really bad. Narwhal horn. Awesome. So yeah, let's just go to the docks. When you get to the docks, your heart sinks. Not a long ship to be seen, aside from wrecks. Bodies float in the water. Buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here, murmurs Alette. They're all gone, says Eyvind, approaching alone. I see you had the same thought as me. Eyvind, you're okay. I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He's in hiding. Why? Since the dredge started appearing, anyone with a ship and half a wit left long ago. People can't leave by foot. Food is scarce. The markets are bare. Beauregard is a fire keg waiting for someone to tip it over. So the governor is paying the ravens to protect him against his own people. And keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre any time there's a hint of an uprising. Where does that leave us? I promised him the Mender's protection and arboring. I don't think he's very popular there. They're going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Ormsa River all the way to the capital, leaving another perfectly good city behind. How long will it take to build new ships? Hold on, what happened to the people living in Beauregard? It's the best I could do, Alette. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. As soon as people figure out what's going on, there's going to be riots in the street. A month? Why bother? Bellower will be here within a week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Gods be damned, is there no end to this? Ivor roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Alette gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Eyvind, what do we do about Bellower? Eyvind says nothing for a moment. I don't know. Well, alright, let's go talk to Ivor here. You find Ivor standing on the city walls, overlooking the fields outside. Dredge are keeping their distance, but continue to gather. I'm okay, Rook. Ivor cuts you off before you can say anything. You know he's been through worse. Just feels like someone should cut us a break every now and then. If we want to be standing a month from now, we're going to have to be prepared. What did you have in mind? First off, our clansmen need a place to stay. They'll get torn to pieces out in the streets. I'll keep an eye on the dredge up here. If they break through the walls, we're done for, so we have to keep them back. Could always use a hand with that. We need to know who's controlling what and make sure we get our cut. Food's going to become scarce. And when they start building those ships, we're going to have to keep people away. What a damn mess. I'll do what I can. Ivor explains, I'm leading attacks with Ivan every time the dredge get too close to the gates. Listen, we're going to lose fighters and Varl every day like this. I don't need to tell you what happens if nobody is manning this wall. We could always use help. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Let's see. Let's find a source for supplies first of all. I checked around, Oddleaf tells you, and nobody has food or they won't part with it for a fair price, and our medicine has been gone for days. They're either gouging the prices or it's just plain gone. She doesn't say it, but you can tell this is going to be a serious problem. Let's track down the Ravens and see what they know. You find the massive leader of the Ravens along the docks, where they're doing the best to keep a growing number of people in check while the boats are being constructed. You question him about food supplies. Should have brought your own, he says. I can't go giving it out to every person in Beauregard. I'd kill every last bastard in this city for some good meat, though. This place has been dry for weeks. Offer him the meat you picked up in Reykjavik. Let me get this straight, says Bolvik. You happen to come through Reykjavik with Sigbjorn in tow and plenty of meat to go around. Is that right? You hesitate a little too long. I'll murder that motherless yox, growls Bolvik. As he turns to leave, he grumbles. Bring the barrels and we'll make a trade. The caravan protests when you tell them the deal you made, but when you return with more supplies than you expected, the complaints vanish. Nice. That is seriously the most supplies we've had since, quite a while. Alright. Ivor points out dredge along the wall. There's a lot more of them, and they're getting braver, he says. We lost a fair number of fighters since yesterday. We could use your help. If there's nobody left to defend the walls, you consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Destroying Ivor and defending the walls. We've been a little more aggressive lately, says Ivor. With their number going up, they don't take us seriously unless we're taking out 2 for every 1 we lose. Alright. So, let's do this battle, and hopefully it doesn't take too long, and then I'll probably wrap up the episode there. I'm not sure how long we still have to go in this, but I'm guessing there's probably still a pretty decent amount left in the game. So, let's go ahead and do this. Man, he's got a lot of health. Excuse me. Okay, let's head up here and see if I can arrow this guy. Yep. Good, because ideally we will be able to get him almost completely out of armor really fast. And maybe see what Alette can do as far as finishing him off. That'd be great. Okay. So, luckily, he's... Oh my god, no way. Just like that, he's done. That's so bad. Oh my god, and Alette does not do nearly what I thought she would. There's no way. We are so done for. Wow, this is really bad. I can safely say that this is not what I was expecting at all. Well, alright. Let's see what happens, I guess. This may be the first battle that we actually lose. I just really wasn't expecting... Oh my god, yeah. We are so done for. This is not happening right now. What in the world am I going to do? really don't know how I'm going to get out of this situation. Can't imagine any way that we could possibly win this, basically, is what I'm getting at. Like, the odds are just so stacked against us, considering how strong their party is and how much damage their big guys are doing. I mean, anytime one of their big guys gets a chance to attack us, we lose a person. So that is pretty bad. Oh, guess I gotta do that. Oh no. Yep, there goes a let, just like that. Like nothing. Holy mackerel. Well, this is, like, really disappointing. I guess we finally get to learn what the consequences of losing a battle are, because there's no way that we're going to make it through this. Yep, there's Rook. Oh my god. Oh gosh, I don't even know what to say anymore. This is pretty much miserable. I don't know, we'd have to just get like outrageously lucky here to even have a chance. Just because like that dude can probably just kill even Ivor in one hit. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we can pretty much give up any hope of surviving through this one, I would say. Oh, shoot. Yep. Wow, what a crazy battle. I don't think there was all that much that I really could have done differently either. So, I don't know what exactly I was supposed to do, but yep, that was it. So, defeat. No matter how hard you fight, more dredge keep coming. You begin to falter when the next group of fighters rushes in to take over for you, and you somehow make it back inside. Man, yeah, what a day. Maybe I'll do one more thing here. This is bad, says Ivan, as Ivor points across the battlefield. Aside from the fact that we're up to our necks in dredge, a stone sinker shows up. If we don't deal with it, the wall will come down by the end of the day. Dad, there's a riot on the docks. Alette runs up to you out of breath. They're trying to smash up the boats. When you calm her down, she says the ravens are there, but she's worried things could get out of hand. I'm going to try and find a safe place for the caravan. You wander through streets of scattered people. Some faces you recognize, others you don't. You find some in camps, others in meat halls, others missing completely. They tell you people were being robbed in the open, killed, or abducted. You curse to yourself, wishing you had done something sooner. Too late now. What does that sound? Alette says as you approach the walls this morning. A loud pounding emanates from where Ivor stands looking out onto the dredge. We've got problems, Rook, shouts Ivor. Nothing but wounded and dead fighters left, and the dredge know it. Ivor's clothes are soaked in blood, and he looks haggard. You hear a loud crack from below. They're coming, says Ivan. He brings lightning down on the crowd of dredge, but they regroup relentlessly. The gates shudder and crack. What do we do? I'm going to alert the ravens. At the dock, the ravens are still working on the longships. Dredge in the city, which is pretty shitty. You You shout. Bolver curses loudly and gathers many of his men to him. Go and kill every dredge you can find, he barks. I'll close those gates. You do as he says and charge the nearest cluster of dredge who are now roaming the city streets. Okay, well, I was not really expecting to be put into a battle here. But I guess we'll just have to do it. Sorry, I guess it's just going to be kind of a long video. But this will definitely be the last thing I do. I'm sure this will be an... Oh my god, yeah. Can we just give up, maybe? I mean, there's no way that I'm going to make it through this battle. No way. There's just like no situation where I come out of this battle alive. So I guess, oh my god, yeah. So I guess if nothing else, it won't last very long. So you guys won't have to be watching this for too long. I mean, okay, so... I mean, I guess I haven't gotten a lot of responses from the chat in the past, but I mean, I guess I'll ask again, like, am I doing something wrong? Or is this pretty much how this situation is supposed to go down? Where, like, there's no way out of this whole mess? Because I mean, I just can't think of what I could be doing differently to not just be losing every battle here, because the enemies are so strong. I mean, this party we're up against is ridiculous. And, you know, it doesn't help that my people can't do, like, anything. So yeah, I guess, like, let me know in the comments if this is my fault or not. I was curious to know if this is something that I'm doing wrong, or if the game is meant for your party to basically be hopeless at this point. But, I mean, like I said, this battle is not going to last long. Okay, let's try this. It never works the way I expect it to with these big guys, so I'll try it and basically just expect nothing to work, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Alright, well, at least I can take someone out. At least I didn't end this battle without killing anyone. Yep, there's another one gone. Just like that. Gosh, what a hopeless battle. I mean, I really can't see anything that I could be doing to make this better. I mean, this is gonna be another battle where, again, I only get a few of them. But, you know, we'll play out the rest of this battle and lose miserably and just call it good, I guess. Really? Really? Okay. Guess we'll just finish off that guy's armor. That didn't get anything done. Okay. Well, we have done much better than I thought I would, honestly. And I say that because we managed to take out 2 of them. Oh, my mackerel. This is just really bad. Like I said, I honestly don't really see what we could be doing, like, better or differently, really. Just like so outnumbered in terms of power of who we're fighting. So yeah, that would be Rook. And I mean, clearly this will be another battle that we lose. There's no way. Yeah, sorry that this is such a long episode. I'm kind of wondering if maybe, because I really don't have an idea of how long Chapter 7 is supposed to be. I'll probably look that up before recording the next episode. Because I don't want to cut an episode like right before the end of the game. That would be really silly. Just to find out the next episode that there was like nothing left. Alright. Well, that'll be another lost battle, so you know, I'm gonna finish this up here, and you know, as always, ooh. With Borisgard overrun, the last thing you remember is wondering how you would survive this one. Okay. Well, I guess that explains what happens. Apparently we can't lose that battle. But I also don't see how we can win that battle. So this is going to be horrendous. So anyways, as always, feel free to comment if there's anything that you'd like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you like this episode, please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot. And I appreciate everything you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.